Well, good morning on day 4 of Solar Week. Don't have the Airstream out yet. I was talking with the customer, and he reminded me that we were having some problems with the solar charger itself. So I'm going to verify that that is wired correctly before we bring it outside, and then we'll see what happens. But we've got, like I said, we've got a number of things going on today. I got a customer coming by in a little bit to do a little estimate. I've got another one coming, needs a little upgrade. And then a longtime customer who's going to be spending a couple of days here, and we're going to help him get his system going as well. Well, that was easy enough. Customer had a disconnect switch here wired on to disconnect the solar, which is really smart. A lot of systems you can't disconnect the solar, but it was left off. So we just turned it on, and now we've got proper voltage there. So we'll bring it outside and see how it's doing here in a minute. Sun's poking out just a little bit. We're getting I saw a little over 100 watts coming out here, and that's all right with me. Keep in mind, we've only got 2 panels on this side. So based on our angle, about half of that's okay. And we got 2 panels on the other side, 3 panels on the other side. And those are tilted away. So that's probably about where we're at. I think I might go up there and just, what I like to do is cover each panel. And then if I see a difference, then I know they're all wired correctly and every panel is working correctly. That's one of the ways I try and diagnose, is there a problem in the system? Is there a problem with the panel? We've got another arrival coming very shortly, so I probably shouldn't be messing with this too much. And just as you can see, Tweedledum and Tweedledee there, Bear and Zuki, if you don't know. They are, there's some sun. They're our shop dogs. One's a neighbor dog and one's mine. Bear over there, the pup, he's mine. He's only about 10 months old. He's growing. So, anyway, I better get back to work here. All right, we got these boys hanging around still. But just had this Micro Mini dropped off. And they got an interesting system in here. Let's take a look. Oop. It is a Redigy system we've dealt with a couple times before. So it'll be interesting playing around with that a little bit. The plan is we're adding solar on the roof and putting a disconnect in, and that's about it. The rest of the system is working fine. They just need solar installed. So we are going to take care of that. It probably won't happen this week. Well, we'll see. We'll see when we can get it done. Let's go. The sun is really cooking right now. I want to see what we're getting for solar on the Airstream here. All right, we're at well over 300 watts. So in this condition, this time of year, I'm really happy with that. I'm confident that all the panels are working properly. So I think, what are you doing, bud? Look at that guy. Not a care in the world. Must be nice. I think I'm gonna go keep working on my coffee, and I got a little bit of book work to do, but I think I'm gonna get that parked away somewhere, and gotta get prepared for another customer stopping by. Busy day. Well, in keeping of the topic of doing a little housekeeping, we just got some 4/0 cable come in and a bunch more 4/0 lugs. Got the tin coated one. I know it's a little controversial. Typically we use the uncoated ones, but one of the reasons why I'm thinking about using the tinned ones, other than, basically the uncoated ones can oxidize over time. We haven't really found it to be a problem, but I thought since they're the same price, this might help with our filing and flattening needs. I'll show you what I mean. So I'm just taking one of these out at random, and you'd think this looks pretty darn flat, right? Well, when you secure it down, it's not always flat. So let's see exactly how flat it is. What I'm gonna do is put a little bit of WD-40 on there and take a file to it and just see what the profile actually looks like. Well, there you have it. That pretty much is where your contact patch would be on that whole lug, where it's taken off. Let's see if we get anything different with my diamond stone here. Anyway, here's a good example of after we work on it for a little bit. Usually I try and get more of it down, and it's always this tip of it. It never seems to flatten out. I don't know why. But you take some material off, you'll get a much flatter surface. So I figured this tinning, or this tin on here, would be a good indicator as to if we're getting it flat or not. So that is what we're thinking there. And this is why, if you're doing anything with these big lugs, I really would recommend flattening these out a little bit. Some people have talked about, well, if you tighten it down enough, it's not going to be a problem because copper deforms. And okay, true, maybe, but don't we want to start with the best surface we can? That's what I think anyway. All right, here's one after I worked on it a little bit more. I'm probably not going to get that very tip cleaned up there, but I would be satisfied with this. And this is one of the reasons why I think we're getting really much cooler connections when we test with our FLIR camera, is because we're doing the work here. Boys, windy out here, huh? Just had somebody stop by, saw us online, and wanted to talk about their ProMaster van. So I guess we're gonna be working on that in the future. And then I've got a previous customer here. She's dropping off a Lance, and we're going to be doing an inverter upgrade on that to a multi-plus from something else, and then yeah, almost done for the day. All right, let's go take a look at the Lance RV here. Geez, look at this, it's filling up back here. These boys are back in town. So some of you may remember us working on this Lance last October. We did a little bit of solar on it, and this 2 SOK battery setup with a inverter, a Xantrex, which was a pullout of another one, but it was acting up a little bit. So just kind of acting a little bit funny. So I said, well, let's upgrade to a multi-plus. So we're going to do that, and then a multi-plus 2000. And then I think we're going to install a soft starter on the air conditioner. And that's going to be about it for this one. But we got to get our schedule straight on how we're going to get all this done. No, it's all little stuff. See, that's the thing. Like that fifth wheel there, like that's going to be like, that's 45 hours worth of work. The ones over here, that's like 2 days worth of work combined. It's not a big deal. Like I said, this one's going home tomorrow, but yeah, let's go in the shop and talk for a little bit. It's cold out here. It's going to get down to, I think, the 30s next couple of nights, even in the 20s. It might not look super clean, but actually I swept up here a little bit. We're hoping we're going to get a 32-foot Brinkley in here later today. Probably included in the end of this video. But right now I think I'm just doing some, I don't know what I like to call mise en place, the French cooking term, where you just get everything set up. So I got some wire here. I need to put on some spools and yeah, take care of some other stuff. But it's been a lot of conversations at the computer over there, quoting, fulfilled a couple of orders. I think one of the things I like about this job right now is it is so many different things. And some days it's getting my hands dirty, crawling around RVs. Other days it's more talking on the phone, scoping things out on computer, and even doing some marketing, that sort of stuff. Although we haven't had much time or need for that. Bears out there barking. We may have our visitors. No, it's just these guys wrestling. That is a big RV. We bought this place hoping we could put a fifth wheel in here, and sure enough, we can. Here's the Brinkley. Here's working on a previous customer's rig, but we've never worked on this one before. As you can see, it is tight in here. Once we get that back of that loft down, it's going to be much easier. Much easier. But we'll be working on this tomorrow. I think we're going to be putting a couple of components on. We may be messing with the solar. I don't remember everything. Sure, we'll talk and get reminded of everything we're going to do. But they've been traveling for a couple of days. I've been getting next to nothing done all day today. So I think it's about time to call this video done. And we'll see you in the morning for day 5 of Solar Week. So see you tomorrow.